Everybody, it's Diandra Marie, and this is a series I'm calling Imposter Syndrome, where I sit down with the artist, creative, entrepreneur that I respect and just really appreciate their work to talk about how they combat imposter syndrome. And today I am sitting down with recording artist, photographer, videographer, just overall creative, skateboarder, sunflower owner, Shelly Ferrell. How are you today?
What's up? I'm blessed. I'm drinking some exquisite water right now in this cup. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you. And I know I gave a more formal introduction, but if you don't mind, just let the viewers and listeners know a little bit more about you.
No, absolutely. So I go by the name of Shelly Ferrell. I'm a recording artist based in New Jersey, photographer, cinematographer, just an artist in all forms. I love creating, love working out, love eating good foods, and just being around like great people and stuff like that. So music producer, things like that. So yeah.
You're like, no, I'm gonna add to the intro that you had and just like, and it's not videographer, it's cinematographer. Get it right, get it tight. No, but I really appreciate your energy. Like ever since we met, this was like a few years ago at this point. It's always just been a vibe. It's always been great energy. And so I want to kick it off with that, like with the different hats that you wear and the different disciplines that you practice as a creative. How do you keep your energy up? Like, how are you? We see your stories, like we see your Instagram. How are you not tired? Like, do you sleep? Is the question.
I definitely sleep. I fall asleep early. I'm not gonna lie. Like my body naturally turns off at 10 p.m. Like no matter if I'm at an event when 10 p.m. hit, it's like then I'm like, it must be 10 o'clock.
On 2%.
My social media just goes from here to like here. It's like recharge, drink some water.
Right.
Find a Celsius or something. But solitude. So after like I'm out a lot, I'll go home, I'll sleep, recharge, drink water, find ways to pour in myself. So if I'm sleeping, I'll eat some good food or something like nutritious, and I like work out, like do stuff that I like doing that like, makes me happy. But sleep is definitely a part of it, and hydration for sure. You know what I'm saying? Just like taking a step back.
Yeah.
Before I have to go back out
into the wild.
I just have to go home, sit in silence like this.
That should be a meme. Stay like that.
Sometimes when you do, like, take a step back, sitting with yourself, right? Listening to your thoughts, hearing your thoughts, understanding how you feel, it would help with imposter syndrome, because you got to really take a look at what is imposter syndrome, right? I don't have the exact definition, but I know it's along the sense of like feeling as though you feel as if you don't deserve to be in the spaces you be in, or recognize the accomplishments you made in real time. Like you can be doing bang, 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 banging this out, but don't really see it as really completing things. It's kind of like, I did it, but I did do that, but always adding a but.
Right.
But I feel like if you take time to sit with yourself, and really just like, I did do that. Like we came together, we accomplished that. That's done.
Right.
We did that. It's like, sitting with yourself and, just realizing that you do deserve to be in those spaces, or you do bring value. You know,
that's real.
Things of that nature. Sometimes you gotta like just really be with yourself and just like kind of pour into yourself, like show yourself more compassion.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, for sure. And I know like you're hitting on a lot of great points in terms of, is it done? And I know on the first episode of Imposter Syndrome with Kayshawn, he talks about, is it perfect or is it done? We're never going to be perfect, but you can always be done. So as someone who just dropped the single Kilua, which I believe is a character from Hunter. Is it Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, which is an anime show on Netflix. And then before that, you dropped Mischief.
Yes.
And both of these are, more like alternative type tracks, but I like that about you because you're versatile. I've heard you do Jersey Club. I've heard you do, like more traditional rap or hip hop. What's the importance of really being your authentic self and slowly showing more sides of yourself, to the world as a creative?
Embracing yourself. It is so important. It is so important. No matter like what it is you're doing in life, it helps keep you grounded, right? Because like you're embracing your quirks, like your weirdness, your coolness, like every side of yourself. It like helps shape your ultimate character, right? So, I mean, for me, like as far as music, embracing that I love all genres, like helps shape my sound. Like I like watching anime. I like skateboarding. I like Quentin Tarantino. Like Mischief had like some crash zooms in it. It was like Kill Bill-esque. Like I just incorporate things that I enjoy into my music or into my being in general. And I don't know. It just I feel like it helps me just be like me in a sense. And like, what is me? Who am I? Right? Let me get to these questions.
Yeah.
Like you stare in the mirror. Who am I?
Right. Right. On your downtime. This is why you go to bed at 10 because all of that thinking will just take you right on out.
Right. But I mean, I feel like it gives you more fulfillment because at the end of the day, you know you're not pretending. Because every time you're pretending to be somebody else, you gotta take off that mask, and then you go in these other spaces. You gotta remember what mask to put on today, like and then you're just going around looking like the mask, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just like just be yourself, and you'll get more authentic love that way because people will genuinely enjoy you for you. So. I mean, I think that's how it has helped me with my music journey, or even with like personal relationships, business relationships. They be like, "Yeah, you have a good vibe, good energy." I don't know why I just did that voice, but like
it's okay. No, I do the same thing. I make up non-realistic voices, but
usually people say that. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
So, last question before I let you go: what motivates you to continue on? Right? Like it can be very difficult to want to do a new project, to want to put out a new single, to want to film a new, music video or just movie, right? How do you stay in your like creative pocket?
It's understanding the why, right? And I enjoy creating that what makes me happy. Like when I'm in those spaces or environments, it brings me joy, right? And I feel like that's one of the main themes of life: being happy, finding your happiness, what makes you feel fulfilled. Feel fulfilled.
We got it.
Say that 3 times fast. That's a tongue twister.
Right,
but like what makes you feel fulfilled. And for me, that's creating, whether it's drawing stick figures, trying to like challenge, let's have a drawing battle, and making music or filming, skating, stuff like that. So it brings me joy. That's why I do it. And sometimes it does get hard, but it's just like, it's a theme park. You're gonna have some lows, you're gonna have some highs, but you gotta enjoy the ride.
Oh, I love that. Come on. And poets. Spoken word artists. So if people want to keep up with you, Shelly Ferrell, how can they do that? How can they book you? How can they collab with you? Let everybody know.
So on social media, Instagram, you can follow me at Shelly Ferrell Official. So that's SHELLY Ferrell FERRELL Official at Instagram. And if you want to book me, Shelly Ferrell Official at Gmail. Just reach out. It's like, hey, I'm interested in your services. What's your rates for filming or features or production?
That voice. I hope they actually talk. Please talk to her like that when you actually hit her up. For real. But thank you so much for sitting down with me. Thank you so much for sharing how you combat your imposter syndrome. And it's definitely going to help me combat my imposter syndrome. And I hope you can look back on this in those, low moments at the theme park, so to speak. So until next time, stay up, combat your imposter syndrome, and we'll see you next time.